What is going on, everybody? Welcome to or back to Ryder's Record Collection. My name is Carl. It is a couple days before December here in South Florida, and it is still 80-something degrees outside. So we've had our 2 weeks of cold. It got into the 70s. We had one night when it was about 68, and winter has come and gone here in South Florida. So what can you do? But since we are in December, and since I am picking back up on these albums of the month, this is going to be the December 2021 albums of the month. Here are 4 albums that are celebrating some pretty substantial birthdays here in 2021. Going to close the year out with some big ones. And again, the whole thing with this albums of the month is just a good chance for me to show off some records that are having some pretty big birthdays. And, you know, those of you watching it, if you haven't heard these records, you need to check them out. And if you have them and you catch it in time, maybe play the record on that particular day that it's celebrating whatever milestone of a birthday it's celebrating. So without any further ado, 4 records having big birthdays in 2021. And we're going to kick things off with the White Stripes Greatest Hits, which was released in December 4th, 2020. So this is turning 1 on December 4th, 2021, although the songs are much older. This is the White Stripes Greatest Hits, also referred to as My Sister and I Thank You, the White Stripes Greatest Hits. It covers the White Stripes' whole career since they came out, and I believe the late 90s was their first album and rose to popularity in 2000, 2001. The album consists of 26 songs selected from all 6 of the band's studio albums. Like I said, the late 90s up until they disbanded in, I think, 2013 or so. But 26 songs and 2 singles that weren't released with an album. The track listing is pretty awesome. Let's Shake Hands, which was a non-album single. The Big Three Killed My Baby. Fell in Love with a Girl, which is a great song. Hello Operator. I'm Slowly Turning Into You, The Hardest Button to Button. The Nurse, Side B is Screwdriver. Dead Leaves in the Dirty Ground. Death Letter. We're Going to Be Friends. The Denial Twist. I Just Don't Know What to Do with Myself. Astro. Side C is Conquest. Jolie, which was another non-album single. Hotel Yorba, Apple Blossom, Blue Orchid, Ball and Biscuit. Side D is I Fought Piranhas, I Think I Smell a Rat, Icky Thump, My Doorbell, You're Pretty Good Looking for a Girl, and last but certainly not least, their big iconic song of Seven Nation Army. There was a long time that I didn't think we were ever going to see a White Stripes Greatest Hits. I thought Jack White was a bit too much of a purist to ever put something out like this, but I really love the White Stripes. I think their album Elephant is one of the best modern rock albums ever made, and this is the White Stripes and their singles are spectacular, and this is a very, very, very good snapshot of the White Stripes throughout their whole career with some killer singles. So December 4th, 2021, this is turning 1. If you haven't have it in your collection, give it a spin. If you have not heard of the White Stripes, this is a good place to start. And if you don't have this album and you are a fan of the White Stripes, this is a good addition to get. I have this, Get Behind Me, Satan, and Elephant, and this is all I want for the White Stripes. But great album. If you have it on December 4th, 2021, give it a spin. And turning 1. This next one is a mammoth of an album. It is turning 5. It was released originally on December 8th, 1976. On December 8th, 2021, it is turning, like I said, 45 years old. And this is Hotel California by the Eagles, their 5th studio album overall. Their best-selling album in their discography behind their greatest hits, 1971 and 1975. Spawned a massive amount of singles, won the band of a lot of awards, and I'll go into all those accolades right now. So as far as accolades go, Hotel California topped the Billboard 200 chart, stayed at the top for a couple weeks. It spawned 3 singles, Hotel California, New Kid in Town, and Life in the Fast Lane. The first 2 topped the Billboard Top 100 Singles chart. At the 20th Annual Grammy Awards, it won Grammy for the songs Hotel California and New Kid in Town. It was nominated for the Best Album of the Year, but subsequently lost to Fleetwood Mac Rumors, which was another killer album from 1976. And as I mentioned, it's one of the Eagles' best-selling albums of all time, behind their greatest hits 1971 to 1975. It's one of the best-selling albums in the world. Several million of these have been sold. It is continuously a well-selling album, continuously is repressed and resold on vinyl. Right now, a lot of the Eagles' discography is getting repressed in those MoFi one-steps or whatever they are. I've seen a lot of people talking about those, but this is a killer album. Like I said, on December 8th, 2021, it is turning 45. It's just an iconic album with iconic songs. If you haven't heard it, that's shocking. You've definitely heard 1 or 2 singles from this album, but I am not a huge Eagles fan. this is a great starting point for the Eagles, along with that album that I was talking about, their greatest hits. But 45, December 8th, 2021, originally released December 8th, 1976. So if you have it, spin it, and if you catch this in time, enjoy this album because it is pretty timeless. Next, we have an album that's turning 6 years old. I decided to include this one because it's one of my favorite albums, but on December 18th, 2015, Cage the Elephant released Tell Me I'm Pretty. December 18th, 2021, it is turning 6 years old. It is the band's fourth studio album following their album Melophobia, and I got to admit, this was a slow burn for me following their album Melophobia. The band recruited Dan Auerbach from the Black Keys. I probably just slaughtered that name. I don't know how to say his last name, to produce this album. He contributes some music, and he really pushed the band in a new direction, which I think was why it was a bit of a slow burn for me. This is much more polished and refined than their previous psychedelic parade they did with Melophobia, but this is a very good album. 3 singles were released from this album: Mess Around, Trouble, and Too Late to Say Goodbye, all with accompanying music videos directed by the singer Matt Schultz. And with this, they wanted to be more transparent, try songwriting that was more transparent, and make a concerted effort to create music that was a little more thought-provoking and emotion-provoking. So this album's a bit deeper lyrically and musically than their previous albums, and after I got over the initial slow burn, this has gone on to become one of my favorite albums probably of all time. This is just fantastic. Crybaby, Mess Around, Sweetie Little Jean, Too Late to Say Goodbye, Cold, 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 Trouble, How Are You True, That's Right, Punching Bag, and Portuguese Knife Fight. On this album, you can see a lot of what they had been doing up to this point, and you could also see where they would go with their next album, Social Cues. But very good album, turning 6 on December 18, 2021. If you have it in your collection, give it a spin. I highly recommend it. If you haven't heard of Cage the Elephant, one of my favorite bands, get out from the rock you're living under and check them out because they're great. But fantastic album. If you have it, I recommend it. This is the limited edition signed copy that I got when it first came out. Give it a spin. And last but certainly not least, released on December 20th, 1971, just in time for the Christmas season, turning 50 on December 20th, 2021, we have the Rolling Stones' Hot Rocks, their greatest hits from 1964 to 1971, one of the best-selling albums in their discography. Just one of the best compilation albums ever in my mind, full of fantastic tracks. Just a great snapshot of the 60s and a great snapshot of the Rolling Stones and what they did. This is one of the best-selling greatest hits albums of all time, and it is one that was recently repressed for Record Store Day, I think this year, but it has 4 LPs with Brown Sugar, Wild Horses, Give Me Shelter, Honky Tonk Woman, Satisfaction, Painted Black, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Street Fightin' Man, Midnight Rambler, You Can't Always Get What You Want, Let's Spend the Night Together, Mother's Little Helper, 19th Nervous Breakdown, Ruby Tuesday, Get Off of My Cloud, Play with Fire, Time Is on My Side, Heart of Stone, Under My Thumb, Sympathy for the Devil, and Tears Go By. This is just brilliant. Rolling Stone shining all the way through. Great album, and like I said, released just in time for the 1971 Christmas season, but 2021 it is turning 50, so on December 20th, 2021, if you have this album, spin it in its entirety, it's turning 50, and if you don't and you haven't heard of the Rolling Stones, this is a very good compilation album to start out on. And that is the 2021 Records of the Month. Again, I'm going to try and keep doing this going forward. I'm going to try and have one out for every month next year. It's 2022, so we're going to have big ones, big years ending in 2s and 7s. Going to my 10th year high school reunion next year, so big things are happening in 2022. If I don't catch you before then, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. I hope everyone's happy and safe and healthy, and I hope you get all of the records that you want to get under whatever it is you celebrate for this holiday season. It's been a very fun year. I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. I really appreciate all of you. I'm going to have some more fun videos coming out here before the end of the year, but again, if I don't catch you, be safe, be healthy. Happy holidays, everyone. Until the next time, I am Carl. This is Ryder's Record Collection. Have some fun, spin some wax, be kind to each other. It's the Christmas season. Cheers.